Greetings, y'all. Here we are again. And I had a subject, it's kind of just come to me about nature and appreciation of nature. And we tend to may think of nature in terms of things like documentaries, Wild Kingdom episodes showing, lions killing zebras or hippopotamuses or things like that. Or perhaps you might think of butterflies, colorful insects, all kinds of things like that. People collect insects, butterflies, things like that. People are interested in mushrooms and fungus and things, and some people know all the names of the different kinds of trees and plants and herbs and things like that. And they're all ways to, in a sense, put a name on things. So, you have all these Latin names for different species and things like that. And, animals, we've got the evolutionary hierarchy that this animal came from that animal and, evolved to become a certain way, better, we say, improved or something like that. But all those different lenses or aspects of nature, ways to see, understand, there's nothing wrong with any of them. I'm not saying that. But there's always more to it. So one person might, scientists say, for example, might take the approach of looking at genetics, DNA. The DNA is behind all life, controls everything, determines life forms, and so on. But there are other energies involved. There's of course gravity. Gravity affects everything. Electromagnetic forces, energy from the sun, also energy from the planets. Light, darkness, all these things play a part. So even something like a tree that you might see here, the tree grows vertically because of gravity. It absorbs light. Hold on, I gotta rescue a worm. Ants are trying to eat it. Come here, buddy. Yeah, I'm the worm rescuer. Here, go over there. So, where was I? Oh yeah, chlorophyll, things like that. But at any time, the other energies are passing through the tree. The electromagnetic spectrum, basically, as I mentioned. Other things that happen with nature, for example, human beings, we don't necessarily foresee when something's coming, like a hurricane or some other storm or an earthquake or something like that. But oddly enough, animals seem to know when that's coming. And how is that? Why is that? Well, they're aware and connected. They're not shuffling around, juggling a bunch of words in their head, just like, for example, insects navigate using electromagnetic fields. So, someone's coming. So, let me see, where was I? Oh yeah, appreciation of nature. What exactly is it, What is nature? Well, nature is the universe. And you might say, well, nature, one thing is that it never makes mistakes, which is true. And hey, all. And the mistakes we make are in a different realm altogether. So we learn, grow, hopefully, by making mistakes and learning from them. And if we got everything right, well, what would we learn? So anyway, the universe is not here to learn, it's here to exist, to be, not to be right, not to be wrong. I mean, I basically said it's right, but, or it doesn't make mistakes, but there again, that's a very human, verbal way of looking at it. So anyway, an interesting idea about nature came across recently is that the idea of evolution, is that, this animal turned into that animal in order to benefit itself and improve and things like that. and that the process of evolution and changes in species are due to, survival of the fittest, climate, oxygen levels, all those sorts of things, factors. Well, this new idea basically says, no, that's not it at all. What it is the earth itself, what comes out of the earth, i.e. the plant life, is what determines what animals exist. Because the animals evolving, say Brontosaurus or some, herbivorous dinosaur, it didn't determine, oh look, snake. It didn't determine what it ate, what the plants were. Rather, the plants determined what the dinosaur was. So it's an interesting idea because, in a sense, what it implies is that the earth itself has a creativity and an energy to it that is coming from inside the earth. Who knows from where? Maybe from the core, maybe from the topsoil, something like that. But at any rate, there are all sorts of energetic forces going on in the earth, and who the heck is to know? So that's one of the ideas about consciousness. That consciousness permeates everything. We have a little drop of it in our heads, but it's basically everywhere. So let me see. Is that about it? I think that's about it. Didn't hit the 10-minute mark today, more about 7 minutes or so. So I'll leave it there. Sayonara.